Okay, everybody. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the Leech. This is the Leech sanicruiser. So as you can see, you can kind of see some differences in it. One thing I noticed about this truck is it seems like the cylinders seem to be smaller on the Leech sanicruiser compared to the packmaster. And also this has got a longer stroke, bigger hopper. I think he's got like a 3-yard hopper. So now we're going to go over here to the packmaster, and as you can see here, they could be the same size. It just seems like it's a little more meat on this blade than what a normal Leech truck, like between the sanicruiser and that. Now, I've had a few guys ask me about this. So the other packmaster I got, which I'll be able to do a 3-way side comparison of all three. The one that I got's actually got a newer body. This one here's got the old packmaster ribbed body here on this truck, and this is the blade that's in this one. So this has kind of got the old packmaster blade, and then this one here on this truck with the sanicruiser, this one here's got that blade push out. Same thing, clamp style body. And I think this is a 17-yarder. This don't have a this doesn't have the plate on it to tell you what model it is or anything, and neither does that one. So these are two iconic trucks bodies, and like I said, I'll have a third one coming. And you know, to have 3 different Leech packmaster style bodies is pretty impressive, especially just to have them in our possession to show off. So once I get past the 4th, we're gonna do some yard waste with this truck here. I got the okay to use it. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it's all single lever, just like the sanicruiser. You can see the tailgate is shorter. So if you look at the two, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. I do like the packmaster over the sanicruiser because of the speed. Is a very fast packer. Sanicruiser's a little bit slower, but the one benefit of a sanicruiser is it's got a bigger hopper, so you could dump dumpsters in here no problem. Depending on how big of a 1.5 dump really good. 1 swipe, 2 yards takes about 2. This one here, I can't dump dumpsters with this because there's no chains on it. But like I said, again, they're pretty iconic pieces of equipment. So I'll stand back so you guys can kind of see the bodies, the 2 bodies, so you can kind of see the 2. So there you go. But yeah, we'll get some video footage of this one running. When I do run it, I'll get some video footage of it because I'm going to be dumping some carts, get the blade to sweep and all that. I've done enough videos of this truck. So but as you can see, the difference in the tailgate, it's almost like what they did was they took this one and extended it out about 2 feet to make that tailgate. So you can kind of see the similarities on the design. One thing I got to say about Leech is they were kept everything simple from what I'm seeing, and the designs were simple. Again, these were iconic packers, kind of like back when Heil was building trucks, the Mark III, the Mark IV. Those were all iconic pieces of equipment too. Heil and Leach really had the market cornered on a lot of rear loaders back then with their trucks. So, but it's kind of cool that we actually have this type of stuff in front of us. So this is at the Waste Museum here in Owine, Iowa, at the Railway Museum actually. I have these parked outside here, and this truck will be here for a short time. Jesse Kilburg. So speaking of Jesse Kilburg, these trucks, every one of these has some type of affiliation with Jesse Kilburg. So Jesse Kilburg owns this. He bought this from the guy that owned it out in Detroit. We got that at an auction. I bought that from Jesse because it was attached to it because it was identical to what my dad had back in the day. So that one will never be for sale. And that MB pack there, Frank Thompson bought it, but Jesse Kilburg went up and paid for the shipping to the museum. So Jesse Kilburg's been a very big museum partner with us. He sees the vision. He likes what we're doing. We get to show these trucks off, and they don't sit in a building. They don't sit around and do nothing. We don't want that. These trucks will be going out and actually being worked. Every day, every week, I'll take one out, running around, driving around. Might go on a yard waste route. That's one advantage I have, I think, over anybody in this industry is we're able to go out and do an actual yard waste route. We got dumpsters, we got carts, I got metal cans. We can do pretty much anything. So that's one thing that sets us apart from any nonprofit group in my area or in the United States. Then you got the Waste Pro Museum down in Florida, which has got a big building full of trucks down there, which is really cool. A lot of history there. And we've been working with them a little bit on some projects. So it's kind of nice to kind of work together because we're all in the same business. We're all in the same structure of getting people to come to our places. They're in more of a high residential, high tourism market where we're in rural Iowa, but we're centrally located within between 4 to 6 hours in any metropolitan city in the United States. So that's one advantage we have is for shipping, getting trucks here. Anybody can fly direct to any one of them cities that's around us and drive to us, and we got a lot more to offer other than just our waste museum. We got an Amish district, we have a rail museum, we got you got John Deere Museum in Waterloo, Iowa. So you got Caterpillar up in Elkader, Iowa that has buildings. So, but like I said, I just wanted to I'll do a front view of these trucks here too for you guys, and then we're going to do a more in-depth on these when they get some help to come here and do a video, so we kind of show you the difference in the bodies. So yeah, I got one more truck coming. Should hopefully have it next week. I'll do another video thing of all 3 trucks. And it's really cool because we got 3 different types of Leach packmasters. So all I need now is a 2R. So I can get a 2R in here. We will be the only place, I think, to have this many types of different trucks to showcase. So